What if I told you that one simple idea, born in a tiny apartment in Australia, is now worth $40 billion? Yes, you heard that right, $40 billion. While tech giants like Adobe dominated the design world for decades, one startup quietly changed the game forever. This is the story of Canva, the platform that turned millions of ordinary people into designers. But it wasn't an easy journey. Behind the glossy templates and easy drag-and-drop tools lies a story of struggle, rejection, and relentless persistence. Melanie Perkins, Canva's co-founder, was just a college student when she realized the world of graphic design was broken. Complex software, steep learning curves, and expensive tools made creativity inaccessible to most people. She saw a problem and envisioned a solution, a tool so intuitive that anyone could create beautiful designs in minutes. But here's the twist. Most people, including investors, thought her idea was impossible. Who would pay for templates online? They asked. Design software is dominated by Adobe. You can't compete. Yet, Perkins didn't let skepticism stop her. She believed that simplicity and accessibility could disrupt an industry that had barely changed in decades. In this video, we're going to uncover the untold story behind Canva's meteoric rise. From a small Australian university project to a global tech giant, Canva's journey is filled with lessons every entrepreneur and creator should know. We'll explore how a college idea turned into a $40 billion empire, the relentless rejections that almost crushed the dream, and the genius strategies that allowed Canva to beat billion-dollar competitors at their own game. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand how Canva achieved this astronomical valuation, but you'll also feel inspired to chase your own big ideas, no matter how impossible they seem. So buckle up, because this is more than a startup story. This is a tale of vision, grit, and the unstoppable power of a simple idea executed perfectly. Canva is everywhere, from social media posts to presentations, resumes, and marketing materials. It's become the go-to platform for millions of people who want to create professional designs without needing professional skills. But Canva wasn't always this ubiquitous. The story begins with Melanie Perkins, a young university student in Perth, Australia. While designing her college yearbook, she noticed how frustratingly complicated the process was. Programs were expensive, interfaces were confusing, and collaboration was a nightmare. Melanie had an idea. Why not create an online platform that allowed anyone to design anything easily and beautifully? Her first project was called Fusion Books, a yearbook making tool. It wasn't Canva yet, but it planted the seed for a bigger vision. Melanie and her co-founder, Cliff Obrecht, started small, targeting students and teachers. The platform worked well, but Melanie realized the potential was massive. It wasn't just about yearbooks. People everywhere needed simple design tools, and the existing software was too intimidating for the average user. But turning this idea into a global platform wasn't simple. Investors didn't get it. Tech veterans doubted that a small startup could challenge Adobe, a company with decades of dominance and billions in revenue. In meetings, Melanie would often hear, "You're dreaming too big," or "The market isn't ready for this." Despite the rejections, Melanie persevered. She refined her vision, focusing not just on building software, but on creating a community of users who would love to design. She partnered with Cameron Adams, a former Google engineer, to develop the technical backbone that would make Canva scalable, fast, and user-friendly. Fast forward a few years, and Canva is now a global powerhouse. The platform has over 100 million users, a valuation of $40 billion, and a product that's used in more than 190 countries. But what made Canva so successful wasn't just the technology, it was the philosophy, empowering people to create, no matter their skill level. In this video, we'll dive into the challenges, breakthroughs, and strategies that helped Canva go from a small university project to one of the most valuable private startups in the world. Melanie Perkins and Cliff Obrecht started with Fusion Books. It was modest, but it taught them an important lesson. Simplicity sells. Users didn't want complicated tools. They wanted something intuitive. This insight became the foundation of Canva. But moving from a local project to a global startup wasn't easy. Investors dismissed them repeatedly, saying a design platform for everyone was unrealistic. Yet, Perkins and Obrecht didn't give up. They knew their idea had the potential to revolutionize creativity. The turning point came when Melanie met Cameron Adams, a talented former Google engineer. Together, they built the first version of Canva. It was simple, fast, and visually appealing. Investors finally started to notice, including venture capitalist Bill Tai, who saw the potential for a global disruptor. The team worked relentlessly, refining the product, adding templates, and making sure the interface was accessible to anyone, from students to professionals. Canva didn't just compete with Adobe, it changed the rules. Adobe products were powerful but complex and expensive. Canva was free to use, with optional premium features, and could be accessed from anywhere. Its drag-and-drop functionality, templates, and collaboration features made it irresistible. Companies, schools, and social media creators flocked to the platform. Canva had effectively democratized design. With over 100 million users globally, Canva expanded into presentations, videos, social media graphics, and AI-powered tools. The company stayed profitable while scaling rapidly, a rare feat in the startup world. This combination of user growth, global adoption, and smart business strategy pushed Canva's valuation to a staggering $40 billion. What truly set Canva apart was its focus on user experience, simplicity, and community. The company continuously innovated, listened to feedback, and expanded its features without losing the core value of accessibility. It wasn't just a design tool. It became a platform for creativity, collaboration, and empowerment. Canva's journey is a lesson in persistence, vision, and understanding your audience. What started as a small university project transformed into a global phenomenon valued at $40 billion. The key takeaway: you don't need a massive budget, an army of developers, or years of experience to create something revolutionary. Melanie Perkins and her team proved that, if you solve a real problem and keep the user at the center of your design, even the biggest industry giants can be challenged. They faced rejection, skepticism, and obstacles at every step, but they never gave up. Their focus on simplicity, accessibility, and community drove Canva to its meteoric rise. Today, Canva empowers over 100 million users worldwide, from students designing school projects to entrepreneurs building global brands. Its story reminds us that innovation isn't about complexity, it's about impact. A single idea, executed thoughtfully and persistently, can change an entire industry. So, whether you're an entrepreneur, creator, or just someone with a big idea, remember this: the next $40 billion company could be yours. All it takes is clarity of vision, relentless execution, and a focus on solving real problems for real people. Canva story isn't just about numbers or valuation. It's about the power of simplicity, creativity, and believing in yourself even when the world doubts you. And that's the true untold story behind Canva's $40 billion success.